How can I know the true purpose of my life?
The conception that you exist as a limited entity in time, in space and time, is what gives rise to this question. And this, as we have established or at least talked about several times, is a misconception. But let's, for the moment, assume that this limited entity exists because that is your current experience. Now, think about every case that you know of something being the purpose of somebody's life. To make it easily accessible to everybody, let me take an example which would be known at least to all Indians. Let us take Lord Rama. Now, if you were to ask scholars today, they would tell you that the purpose of Rama's life, variously it will be described as he came to take care of the world because it was under the hegemony of people like Ravana, who were not allowing, let's say, righteous souls to do what they were meant to do, and so on and so forth. That is one narrative. There's one more narrative which would go like, he is there to show what being a Maryada Purushottam is all about. Somebody else may specifically state that as he is there to show you how to ideally live as a human being, etc., etc. Now, think about the perspective of Rama himself. You have to imagine you are in the shoes of Rama. Did you live your life thinking, this is my purpose? I need to show the world how to live as a human being. I need to demonstrate to the world how one should follow one's father's words to the letter. Did he live thinking that I've got to find Ravana and kill him so that the world can be rid of what is, unsavory? Clearly, no. He lived every moment the way it came, and to the best of his ability, given his understanding of how things needed to be. And it is in hindsight that people say this was the purpose of his life. And believe me, the purpose of life as a concept actually is nothing but a figment of the imagination of later day historians, even with respect to every single example that you can take. Interestingly enough, it is possible for you to say that this is my life's work. You could say, I have decided that I am going to be dedicating my entire life to doing A or to doing B or to doing C. That is perfectly okay. There, you are living your life with a particular purpose. That does not mean that that is going to be seen as your life's work. It is simply a particular boundary that you draw for yourself. Having said this, that which makes you feel complete in the moment is the true purpose of this moment. And if you ideally wish to live in the most contented manner possible, then you need to allow every single moment to determine for you what the purpose of that moment is. If you are unable to do that, and if you feel that having the discipline of a particular purpose will be useful to you, that is fantastic. Go ahead and identify that which really stokes your imaginations, which brings the passion inside you out, which actually makes you feel alive, and just go after it to the exclusion of all the distractions that are only pulling you away from feeling completely alive and totally vibrant in the moment. And once you have identified that, just go for it, and that can make your life feel very, very meaningful. Best wishes.